Yeah, the real is back. The real is cat. We working. What up, Fight World? Back. Smash the like button. This is DJ Easy on the station that slaps you across the motherfucker. Listen, I had to get out the house earlier. Fucked up behind this Nipsey Hussle thing. This shit got me like really twisted. Like this shit really got me like hurt, feeling hopeless. Like this shit is crazy. I think because of what it symbolizes. You know, this was a huge loss, not only to hip hop and music and the urban community, but just this is a loss. You know, just another life taken, bro. Another kid who got to be raised in a single parent home, like not by choice, not like Nipsey left by choice. You know, somebody else to come and make that decision. You know, that shit got me fucked up. So, you know, I had to take some time, man. I just went for a drive. I had to run a couple errands. I had to do that, bro, because that shit was disheartening to see at the very least. And then I heard that at the candlelight vigil, I seen pictures, a bunch of people out paying respects, paying homage. Then I heard they was shooting there. You know, I told you guys, man, this shit could be. They said somebody got hit by a car, fleeing the scene in the stampede. Like motherfuckers just acting the fool, and I hate to see it, especially in my state. In my state, you know, I'm California. I don't like to see that. I don't like to see.
This the real deal. This the real deal. Easy work.
You know me, man. I've been here since like '89. Like, I don't like to see my state going through it. Whether it's situations like Nipsey Hussle, you know, situations like, you know, droughts, anything. I don't like to see it. Bees Nuts 22 $2 super chat. Rip Nipsey Hussle. Most definitely pay your respect. The other thing is like, man, it's definitely a new league, and like, you know, people do different things and crazy things, especially with this internet shit. This internet shit, motherfuckers ain't got no chill. You know, I gotta stay. You know, life, you just need balance. You know, people get killed and there be memes about it and shit. Like that's I don't know where people get off like in situations like, oh, Mac Miller this, you know, XX Tentacion this, Nipsey Hussle this. Like somebody's without a father and boyfriend and son and shit. Y'all making memes. You know, I just feel like I'm cut from a different cloth. I don't joke about death like that. You know, people like playing games and like, you know, an artist will die. Like, I didn't like his music anyway. Like, what does that got to do with something? You know, so if something happens to one of y'all loved ones, we'll see if you have that same level of empathy, you know. I just, you know, to kill the man in front of, he was giving jobs and uplifting his community. And like, you know, it makes you wonder if there's something deeper, because he was supposed to meet with the LAPD. He was bridging the gap, like Daylight said. Shout out to Daylight. You know, he said that Nip has signed a Bloods member, you know, one of the bounty hunters. He said, so he's doing groundbreaking things. And if you guys, the thing with this Cali shit, again, I'm up north. I'm not even in LA. I'm not from LA. I'm in the Bay Area, but that's you know, that's like a 6-hour drive, you know, 45-minute hour flight for me. So I spend a lot of time in the Bay. A lot of time in LA. Got a lot of people in the Bay and LA. And if you ain't from here, you don't understand. Certain people are influenced. Their influences and influential. You know, they're kind of like the soul of the state. Like, you know how certain places, you know, just picture if something happened to certain, you know, I don't want to do that because I don't want to start naming a bunch of, but if Louisiana had a top rapper and then something like this happened to them, or Atlanta had a, you know, so-and-so was, you know, on the scene making noise, certain artists break through and do a lot for that particular area, you know, or that state. So to see something, the demise like this is just, you know, it's crazy. And then, like I said, if you know anything about gang culture and you know anything about LA, motherfuckers is just, they've had it, you know. Sick of seeing homies die. Like, people dying off of opioids and fentanyl, you know, whether they're getting locked away, sent away, getting clapped and shot, and, you know, people are just sick of it. And one of the avenues to vent, I'm not saying it's right, but you have to understand gang culture is retaliation, you know. So I'm telling you, bro, I got spots in LA like where I used to go eat, and until shit calms down, you don't necessarily want to be in those same spots, you know. You don't want to be in, like I told you, I've been up to Shaw several times, you know, by Martin Luther King Boulevard, filmed stuff at Leimert Park. There's a soul food place called Delicious, and the food's really good. So if you do go there, support it. But, you know, with all this shit, people, you know, you don't necessarily want to be in certain spots when everybody's funking. That's how it is. Like, I mean, the Bay gets like that too. You know, well, like people from Richmond riding through Vallejo, and, you know, people back and forth. You know, it's just people from Oakland riding through this part. It's just, it get ugly. That's what we call it in the Bay Area, when people funking. And, you know, it's not a good thing, because nothing good is gonna become from it, you know. So, you know, hopefully people keep the peace and like keep Nipsey's dream alive. You know, the marathon continues, but it's a fucked up time for California. You know, we already got, you know, fucking Trump in office and all types of shit going on. And then now for some shit like this, it's just crazy. Crazy times. Crazy times we living in. This shit hurts so bad, man. Shed mad tears listening to his verse on Never Die with Jada, CeeLo, and that's a good track too, and Jeezy. Yeah, and you see an outpour of celebrities too. And yeah, this just internet shit kills me, bro. Like, I make money on the internet. This is my full-time job. And I'm even telling y'all, some of y'all, I don't know if it's, I don't want to just put it on the young kids like that, but I see it from a lot of the younger people. I'm not saying they're the only culprits, but we live in a clickbaiting ass society too, where motherfuckers get killed and people are up on YouTube make it. I don't do shit for clout. I already got clout. You know what I'm saying? People know who I am just from my thoughts on boxing and traveling and shaking hands and kissing babies. I don't need clout. So when you hear me talking, I'm talking because my state's going through it. I'm not talking about Nipsey for clout and like trying to, you know, create conspiracy theories or whatever just to get views. But this is the fucking punk ass society we live in. People don't even respect death no more. Like, you know, making memes and putting clickbaiting videos and shit, saying that Snoop, you know, wants to start a gang war with the Bloods. I'm telling y'all, Cali is not the spot. You don't want to see Cali mad, especially LA. Look at the riots, the Watts riots in the 60s, the 90s. I'm telling you, LA is not the spot. So I just believe in karma. People trying to incite gang wars and shit. This is not what you want to hear about. You might think it's funny, you know, or, you know, get a funky little $40 on YouTube for doing clickbait, but it's not for play. I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to warn you, I'm not trying to scare no. This gang shit is not for play. You never see me play around with it like that. You know, I respect, I don't bang. But, you know, people trying to do clickbait videos to start a gang turf war, and it's not the time for that. They don't want Cali to unite, but then, you know, California could go up in flames. They were talking about splitting California into sectors. You know, if they keep fucking around, it might get split into sectors, but not in the way they think. You know what I'm saying? It might get split into territories. You know, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Trust me. So hopefully everything calms down. Respects to Nipsey Hussle, and like, he was really bridging the gap. He was finding a walkway. Like, Bloods and Crips historically have had beef, you know, and then it calmed down. There were certain peace treaties that were made, and he was helping bridge that gap and keep everything cool where they weren't having like major, like it was probably wild in the 80s in LA, in the early 90s. Like you didn't want to be in the wrong hood with colors and shit like that. Like it's just super bad. But then shit calmed down, you know, after Tupac, Biggie, you know, after those losses, you know, things calmed down years to fall, like in the following years and shit. But LA was hot. LA historically has had hella shit. Rampart Division, they've had issues, you know, schools getting burned down, stuff like that. So I'm saying it's nothing to play with. They've had Watts riots and stuff. You don't want to play with the locals and, you know, instigate and shit. All this for YouTube clicks. Just imagine if this was your state. Imagine if this was your city, you know. Then people were shooting at the vigil. Like it's not. I'm telling you, it's not. I don't like what that represents. You know, Nipsey represented a way out, a different way of thinking, to get gunned down in front of his store. You know, I don't like that. I don't like that, and I'm not going to tolerate nobody being disrespectful. And see, the thing is, people don't understand is like people just think, oh, I'm not in a gang, so I don't have to worry about it. All this shit is a microcosm of the world. Gangs, they're still people. You know, they're not different. They're still part of society. You know, they're still regular humans with a heartbeat, eat, sleep, shit. You know, they're still humans. So at the end of the day, it's not, you can't separate yourself. You might not be in a gang. You might not personally rep or bang or get tattoos and, you know, initiations and stuff. But this is still part of the society you live in, you know. And if shit gets real wild, this shit will be like the Wild Wild West for real. You know, I'm on the West Coast. It could really get like that. And then have to bring in the National Guard, and maybe that's what people want. Maybe they want, you know, maybe they want it to be World War III. I don't know, but hopefully people calm down. In memoriam of Nipsey, they just do the right things and do things to push what he was trying to do and get us closer to what he was trying to do, as opposed to like doing clickbait videos trying to incite this shit. You know, I see it. People making videos and stuff. Oh yeah, the Bloods did it, and like, I'm telling y'all, that's not what y'all want. Because what do you think happens if California is a huge state? The fuck you think is gonna happen? That shit gonna bleed over to other states. You know what I'm saying? So if Cali, this is the United States. If we got a problem, y'all all got a problem because we a big state. You know what I'm saying? What do you think? Like I'm like, there's a dude, he's in prison, so it's not like I'm snitching or whatever. It's a publicized thing. But this dude I know he's in prison, right? Well, I don't need to say his name or nothing. But he committed crimes out here. Then he fled. The police was on him. That's what I'm saying. So if Cali got a problem, y'all all got problems. Because where you think they're going to stay, the block is hot and the cops is looking for them. No, they're going to flee. They're going to go down south, go to, you know, Atlanta, go where they have distant relatives, you know. So that's not what y'all want. I'm trying to tell y'all. Because you think people, you know, like on America's Most Wanted, you think they just going to stay in Cali and it's just going to remain a Cali problem? Nah, it's not how that works. You know, so hopefully everybody can increase the peace, get along, and do stuff. But, you know, I don't like what it represents for a young black man in America to be trying to do something to uplift, to put money in people's pocket, give people jobs who might have got passed over by other jobs because of their appearance, you know, because they hadn't worked in 9-10 years. And to see him get gunned down in front of his store, I definitely have a problem with that, you know, over something stupid. You know, I don't know you could tell it was something stupid. And now look how many people are touched and affected. And they say his music sales is going through the roof. But what shit? Make his shit go through the roof when he's still alive. You know, who cares if not like who cares like disrespectfully, but you know, this always happens. Mac Miller overdose, XXXTentacion gets shot, Nipsey gets shot. Then now y'all want to go out and buy the music, buy the shit when they hear relevant, so they can shit maybe get out the hood even more, and you know, and then have somebody else operate the business, you know, whatever. People want to always do shit after the fact. Support the people now. Block ever. Get him the fuck up out of here. Shout out to Cursor. I heard people got stabbed at the candlelight vigil. I don't know. But we'll see how it all plays out. I just pray for my state, you know, because this is not a good thing. Like I said, he was patching the gap between, like, to calm this shit down. And see, this is, you don't understand this about, unless you understand, like, how the mob works, how the mafia works, how gangs work. You know, if you don't understand, like, situations like that or street shit, you don't understand. When people do stuff like this and you go after, like, a mob boss or, like, you know, somebody who's just reputable, that creates a rippling effect that could cause everybody to suffer. Case in point, Nipsey Hussle was a reputable. He had people he's employed. He had people who were following his vision, helping him achieve the vision. So if he gets gunned down and he gets killed, now you have disrupted the timeline. It's just like the Van Damme movie Time Cop. They said you could go back, travel in time, but don't touch the, you know, you can't alter things. You can't change things from happening. You know, don't change the way things happen, because you create like a discord. And that's what happens when you kill a leader. I'm always safe. I'm always safe. But that's what happens when you kill a leader. Without leadership, what is there? Probably anarchy. Now you have other people who are calling the shots, you know, who are fuming from what happened and emotions and stuff. It's just not a good sight. You know, it's not a good sight. That's why it's beneficial to have a leadership, structure, organization, because when you have those things in place, like I said, you have that structure, you have kind of a format to what you're doing. You know, sometimes when a prominent leader gets gunned down, now you have other people trying to step up, and they might have a different vision, or they want to handle it a different way. Nip was trying to do it the right way. So, like I said, I'm praying for my state right now. Rest in peace of Nipsey Hussle. Shout out to the real ones in LA, and hopefully they hold it down the right way, and, you know, it don't get all the way crazy any more so than it already has. But yeah, this really fucked with me. So I took, like I said, I left the house, ran a couple errands and shit. Let's talk about some boxing though. Like I said, you guys, some of you won't understand it unless you have somebody who represents you, somebody who represents your state, and they do it in the proper way. And, you know, you just know they were a good guy or a good girl. You know they didn't deserve that. You know, and they're, like I said, certain figures emerge and they're like, oh, that's the soul of, like, imagine somebody from Hawaii of prominence, and they put Hawaii on the map at a major level, and then you see it end up like that. You know, you're like, what the fuck? Somebody in Texas, and, you know, they holding it down for one of the areas in Texas, and then you see some shit like this happen. You know, it's just, it's not the way. You know, it wasn't a good start to 2019 with this type shit. I want to talk about Gennady Golovkin. Make sure you guys smash the like button though. Awesome. I want to talk about Gennady Golovkin. Like I said, I got out of the house a little bit, talked to some people. I live on Hoover Street. His store is like 10 minutes away. Yeah, fucked up. Shout out to Tennessee. So I left the house. We just got to do right. I left the house, thought about it, talked to some people. So I want to talk some boxing now. I made a video earlier. ESPN is reporting that Gennady Golovkin is fighting, Brandon Adams is fighting Jermall Charlo. If that's the case, this, again, like I was talking about with the gang ship, has created a ripple in the pond, and a major ripple in the pond. Because if you follow my channel, you'll know Dazn, they now have Triple G. They made an offer and a play to Brandon Adams to try to get him to fight on Dazn app against Triple G. PBC at some point did also, to get him to fight Charlo in Houston. And from what it sounded like, Al Heyman, according to ESPN, won that bidding war. You know, Brandon Adams liked the deal, likes facing Charlo, whatever. Definitely a huge opportunity for Brandon Adams. So, I to me personally, I think it's I think it's a better fight that Charlo's fighting Brandon Adams. I really do. It's a bigger event. Charlo from Houston. Houston's gonna be turned. Listen, I'm trying to I'm trying to explain to you guys as much as I can without being too repetitive. I travel for these fights. I get to go to different cities for these fights. You know, this is what I do. Texas has a beautiful crowd. I went to both of Errol Spence's last 2 fights. I got to check them out. One was in Arlington, one was in Frisco, Texas. I haven't covered a fight in Houston, you know. I haven't covered a fight in Houston, but I already know because Charlos were getting love in Dallas when they were at Errol Spence's fight. So I know Texas and Houston's going to hold them down, you know. So to be honest, I think it's just all the way around a bigger fight that is happening on PBC. It's happening on Showtime, they're saying, and it's happening on PBC, right? As opposed to an app against Triple G. There's just a variety of different reasons. Like I said, having it in Houston, where Charlos is from, is automatically, to me, a bigger event than maybe a random place putting Triple G versus Brandon Adams. Beyond that, Brandon Adams, he should be pretty confident from the contender, you know. He might be confident or feeling a type of way because Charles' last performance with Matt Korobov, you know, some people thought that was a tough fight for him, right? So he might have felt he's seen something in there. Charlo's a good talker, you know, very good jab. He's a very good talker, you know, like, so he's not gonna hold back. That's what I mean by talker. He's not gonna hold back. He's gonna speak his mind. So it's automatically a better fight because there's gonna be better promotion for that. Triple G ain't even been doing his interviews in English. So what is he gonna do? Start trash talking Brandon Adams? You know? Triple G hasn't even been doing English interviews ever since he lost to Canelo. Like, what's up with that? Like, listen, I don't care what nationality or what language people speak, but we all know Triple G knows how to speak English. And then you lose one fight to Canelo, a good fighter, and then like subsequently all your interviews, it's like you don't even want to talk to people. You know, people got to stop disrespecting America. Everybody make money in America, but don't want to respect America. You feel what I'm saying? Like Eddie Hearn, you know, set up shop in New York, but he's not all the way respecting America with some of the stuff. With some of the stuff he's doing. You know, anybody can make money in America. That's never been an issue. This is what America is set up for. Land of opportunity, stuff like that. That's dope. But you still got to be respectful when doing it, you know? And I don't know. I just feel like Charlo is just a better fight, better build up. PBC has better undercards from what I mean, really look at it. Like, if I'm lying, please correct me. Tell me that PBC, their undercards haven't been more stacked than Dazn. Who's the Canelo Lemieux? I mean, excuse me, Canelo Jacob. What's the undercard? The fight's in 5 weeks. What's the undercard? You know what I'm saying? Like, PBC is at least giving you F.A. Ajagba stepping up with Amir Mansour, Adam Kaunasky versus Gerald Washington, which was kind of a step up in class for him. You know, they're giving you that fight with Chia Santana and Ramos, I think his name is Ramos. You know, Canelo beat the English out of him. Hey, wow, y'all tripping. So if this ESPN sources is true and Brandon Adams is fighting Charlo, that's a major hit because you already got guys at the middleweight division that are really occupied. Guys that are occupied for one reason or another. And that puts pressure on Triple G to, like, how is it, just explain this to me. How is it fair that Canelo's under 30 and has the resume he has, and he has to fight Daniel Jacobs in the unification. Golovkin's saying he won and just had all them belts, and then he gets to get signed for shit that other people at Dazn don't have, like equity, Triple G promotions, and then Dazn's not gonna, you know, put him in there tough, and then they're gonna raise their prices to $20 a month. How is that? You know, how is that fair to the fans? How is that advantageous for the app to grow? You know, these are questions I truly have. These are real life questions that I truly have. So you expect the fans to pay double what you said they had to pay when you first came out. In addition to that, you know, Triple G, you have the players to make for a good fight in Triple G Andrade, but he don't have to fight him. And once again, old media, they shoot themselves in the foot. The best way, that's why telling the truth is the best. I'm telling you, honesty is the best policy. Here's why. If Triple G admitted he lost to Canelo, right? If he was like, man, hey, no, guys, I tried. Hey, guys, I tried my best, you know? And then he took a tune-up style fight, then that would at least make some sense. Even if it was a fight we didn't want to see, it would make sense because we all know he's coming off of a loss. See, boxing fans are reasonable, except for a couple extreme man fans and stuff. I feel like people will be reasonable. You know, if more often than not you're taking like good to great fights, then people are gonna be like, all right, for sure, I fuck with this guy. You know, and especially if you're not being avoided, because you know guys like Guillermo Rigondeaux, he wanted to fight even better competition than Moises Flores, but the better competition didn't want no fade with him. Same thing with Luis Ortiz. So I'm not talking about extreme situations where someone's highly being ducked, but I feel like at 37, 36, 37, people are willing to fight Triple G now. You know, he's coming off a loss. He doesn't look like he's speeding up. If anything, it looks like he might be slowing down. You feel me? So it's just like, I feel like it doesn't make sense as a business model for DAZN to be paying guys crazy salaries, but not pressing the issue where they have to fight the fighters that are going to help them get that revenue back. It's like, you think you just put Triple G in there with Willy Wonka, and then that's going to bring a lot of people to your app, you know? And let's say he gets past Willy Wonka because he beat Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. You think people are going to now want to see Canelo if he beats Jacobs and Triple G more, when Canelo had to go through the ringer to beat a guy like Jacobs and Triple G had to fight Willy Wonka? You know, I just don't see that how that makes sense for anybody. Like, and money talks. You know, let's say, put it this way: if I go to a car wash and the car wash is $20, $15, you know, I'm not gonna be as critical. But if I go to one of them like supposed to be car washes that like are super detailed and the shit's $119.99, then my car better be looking right, because it's already a car wash, you know. So I mean, a car wash is gonna eventually get stained. There ain't no everlasting car wash. So I think price point initiates some of the conversation. Again, you spend $15 to $20 on one of those cheap car washes, and let's say you've seen a couple water spots, or they vacuum, and you know, left a couple crumbs they didn't, you know, get by the center console or some shit. All right, you spent $15, $20. I think you could live with that. But again, if you went to one of the more expensive car washes and you pay $119.99 for that, yeah, I'm gonna definitely be more critical, and I'm gonna be looking more at the finer details. That's just common sense, you know, because I've bought like sweats from Burlington Coat Factory or something, bought some sweats, and there's like a little imperfection, but I paid $7.99, you know, and it's like a little thread that, you know, is loose or some shit. All right, I pay $7.99, you know, whatever. I don't think it's gonna ruin the whole pant because it's in this particular, it's on the back pocket, blah blah blah. Cool, I'll just leave it like that. But if I went to Neiman Marcus and got some Lacoste sweats and I paid, you know, $149.99 for the pants only, $200 for the pants only, then we having a whole different conversation. You feel me? It's a whole different conversation because now I actually had to pay a decent amount for those Lacoste pants. So yeah, I'm going to be more adamant and more critical of detail. So it's a big difference, you know. Dazn, they're new, so it's not like they have the long-standing track record of like delivering huge Conor McGregor, Mayweather level fights, you know, Mayweather Pacquiao level fights, or like anybody. Top rank, Bob Arum has done way bigger fights than anything that's been on Dazn. He was part of Mayweather Pacquiao. So there's literally no fight bigger that Dazn has ever done in boxing. So this is part of the struggles as a new business. You know? Like, this is like, I feel like it's like talking to children, trying to explain to some of the people, because they play like naive, like they don't understand. What do you mean? Ego, what? It's not the same. They act like they don't understand what I'm talking about. It's really not hard. I'm not like reinventing the wheel here. Like, put it this way. My channel, I'm established. I've been around. I've covered lots of fights for you. I've gotten a lot of fight predictions correct. I've done 7 reasons. I've done, you know, original things on my channel. I've interviewed fighters, right? So at this point, I'm not saying I'm perfect or like I can just continually drop the ball. But if I were to get a fight prediction wrong and then get 2 back-to-back wrong, I don't think it's going to kill my channel. You get what I'm saying? Because you're talking about 2 fight predictions against 5-6 years of continuous content where I know I didn't get everything wrong, and I know I got a lot of stuff wrong. So I don't think it really would affect me. However, if me, Boxingego, I just opened my channel, you know, April 1st, and then as a new channel, you know, in the first 3 months, I get all of my fight. I say Joshua beats Miller and then Miller beats him. I say Canelo beats Jacobs and then Jacobs beats him. I say Sor Rungvisai wins again and then Estrada beats him. Now that's going to look worse because I'm a new channel, and now every fight prediction in a short period of time, on top of being new, was inaccurate. Charlo needs that easy work after. See, now you about to get bodied. Okay. Ben Davies, you in the hot seat. Hope it was worth it. All right, we got a hot seat. Everybody grab your popcorn. I told you I'm on them. Grab your popcorn. Y'all can put the popcorn emojis. That's cool. That's acceptable. We can put the popcorn. So Ben Davis, or Davies, or whatever your name is. Did you watch Canelo 1? And did you watch Canelo Triple G 1 and 2? Did you watch those fights? Yes or no? He said, let's go. Oh, we gonna go. All right. You don't have to worry about that. Oh, we gonna go. Have you seen Canelo versus Triple G 1 and 2? Who won? He said yes. Who won each fight? Canelo Triple G 1, who won? And Canelo versus Triple G 2, who won those fights? Everybody grab your popcorn. So he said he watched both fights. That's where I'm just, in case you're joining us, I'm getting y'all caught to speed. We have someone in the hot seat. I asked him Canelo versus Triple G 1 and 2, who won? He says Triple G won the first one and Canelo won the second one. So explain Canelo winning the second one. See, I think we have to get into the mind of the of them. Because the thing is, they think they know where I'm going with it, but I'm gonna take them on one. We going on a high-speed chase, so they they think they know where I'm going with this. That's why they try to answer. So you have to keep in mind, they'll even lie from what they really think, because they think they know where I'm going with it. So explain. Where's he at, man? Bro, your time's almost up. You got like 10 seconds. 8 seconds. Show must go on. 7 seconds. See? 6, 5, 4, 3. Shooters, just get ready, because you already know what this is going to be. Now, he about to get counted out. He going to send it at the last minute. Okay. He says, I think the pressure applied to Triple G kind of took him by surprise, almost, and Triple G never adjusted to win enough rounds to give him the victory. Still close, though. Okay, now you done fucked up. You said it was still close, though. So you said you gave it to, like, okay, so how much, like, just give me a roundabout. How many rounds did Triple G win? Because now you just said it was still close, so you're locked into that. You said Canelo won, but it was still close. So approximately how many rounds did you give Triple G? You know you done fucked up. And just hurry up. Listen, we're not waiting all day, because all you have to do is put one digit, a number. How many rounds did Triple G win? So I know you already explained it. You don't have to leave no long summary. Just put a digit. About how many rounds would you say that Triple G won? Because you said it was close, so you're locked into that. So what is close to you? You know you done fucked up. I told you. Okay, you said it was close. Okay, hold on. I'm not the smartest brother in the world. You said it was close, but you only gave Triple G. See, I tell you, they lie because they're trying to figure out how I'm fucking them over. So you said it was close, but now you're saying he only won 4 rounds in a 12-round fight. So now, since you want to lie, explain how that's close. How is if someone won 4 rounds, how is that close in a 12-round fight? Good luck. I told you they can't get your boy. So Canelo winning 8 rounds to 4 is now close. Okay, I would love to hear you rational. See, I'm telling you, bro. I've been doing this so long. I told you, I know where their mind's at. It's like some Jedi mind trick. So I know you're trying to think of how, and I kind of fucked it up, because I like, you know, you done fucked up. So now they're worried about their next statement. It's like talking to the cops or some shit. You know you on first 48 and you don't want to say nothing incriminating, so you're trying to speculate, and they set you up for the okie doke, and you don't know how they're coming at you. You don't know what they're going to say next, so you're trying to answer how you think they want you to answer. But now you know you done fucked up. You said the fight was close, but you gave it to Canelo. But now you're saying Triple G only won 4 rounds. So explain how winning 4 rounds is a close fight. That means, so Canelo won double the rounds of Triple G. You know you don't fight. You in your effort to try to like throw me for a loop or whatever you try to do, you actually made it worse for yourself. So Canelo won double the rounds, but you said it was still close though. Okay, explain this. Oh man, I be doing them greasy. I been doing it greasy. So winning 4 rounds. See? He said, right, you are, LOL, trying to get ready for work. Block him. See? See how they always cop out? I knew you was playing gay. I knew you wasn't answering serious. It was a close fight. Nope. You lost all credibility. So enjoy work. My shooter's gonna send you off to work. Bro, it's like you can't. We've heard all the excuses. We heard all the excuses. That motherfucker said, right you are. You know who won. You know it. In your heart, you know who won. I told you. They're answering how they think they want me to, so they don't incriminate themselves. I'm telling you, I've been doing this long enough. He's not answering the questions how he really feels. He's answering trying to stay safe. But even doing that, you still ain't fucking with me because all I have to do is ask more questions because you don't know where I'm going with this. So now all of a sudden you got to get ready for work. You see how they do it? They be in the hot seat. Oh, I'm on the freeway. Oh, you know, I'm about to take off on this airplane. They be doing the Bow Wow challenge and all this shit when I put them in the hot seat. What were you going to hit him with? Yeah, I'm not going to say it. I want the next motherfucker to come with the dumb shit, so I'll use it on them. I'm not going to expose the tactic I was going to burn them with. But I always got something. It's looking ugly for the man fans. Somebody said that. Somebody said that. So, I see this, bro. People are like, oh, why don't you do a call-in show? I don't have to. It ain't going to be no different. You know, at best, the what they could do is hang up on me or yell and cuss until I disconnect the call. Because I'm not doing all that. I'm not yelling. I don't have to yell and cuss. So it's not really going to be any different. Because if either you're making a point or you're not making a point. You know? And it don't matter what you try to do to finagle your way out of it. I'm still coming. All I have to do is keep asking you questions. You know? All I have to do is keep asking you questions. If you're answering them honestly, then you might have a chance. But if you lying, I'm going to find out that you lying because I could tell that you lying. I smell the lies. Yeah, they'll try to over-talk me, but that's not going to work because I'll be on the boards. You're not going to over-talk me if you just like being disrespectful or something. I'm not here for all that. You know, and these, just so you guys know, when you go to see other people's channels in the comment section, and they be like, oh, ego, he blocks you if you don't think like him, or if you don't, this is what they be talking about. You see it, but then they'll go and lie to some, ego blocked me because I didn't agree with him. All right, bro, tell that story if you want. We never do that. But if you can't quantify, justify, explain the radical comments that you're leaving, bye-bye. It's not about being right or wrong. It's about, can you prove the ludicrous things you're saying? Anyway, back to it. Triple G, Dazn, can't wait until Triple G's fight gets announced because I'm curious. I'm really curious. And I can't wait to see if PBC is official because this is still, you know, in the ESPN sources category. But I'm just telling y'all, if Jermall Charlo is actually fighting Brandon Adams and he does go that particular route, then that puts a heighten on Triple G and Dazn. Because again, Dazn, they not playing with a full bench. They don't have a full bench of American stars. They got big ass names like, you know, Anthony is Mod Joshua and Triple G and Canelo. You know, so they got big names, but they don't have big name. Boxing is like, I don't know if you guys have noticed this. Boxing is kind of on the cusp of nobody has really came in and done what Mayweather and Pacquiao have done. Nobody has really done that. And it could be a sign of the times. You know, back then, for good quality, you kind of had to buy the pay-per-view, you know. But maybe the times are different. But from what I'm seeing, it's kind of at the cusp in boxing where the fights that are going to do better are where it's a fight that people want to see. You know, there's nobody that's consistently, even Canelo, nobody consistently doing a million. First of all, you can't say Canelo because he's off the pay-per-view model anyway. So those days are done unless DAZN tries to be hypocritical and come out the game saying pay-per-view is dead and then put him back on pay-per-view. So Canelo's done with pay-per-view. So realistically, there is no pay-per-view star where their dance partner doesn't merit the buy rate. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, who you are fighting is going to determine the success of the pay-per-view. Period. You know, Errol Spence, if you put him in the right fight, I'm sure it'll do great. And, you know, if you keep building him like this. You know, even Pacquiao's not the drawing power. Like, no matter who he can fight Jiminy Cricket and do $1 million. It's not like that. The times aren't like that right now. You know? So, it's going to be interesting because Triple G, Dazn got to give up a lot up front to acquire these guys. So, how you going to get that back? Cotto was a pay-per-view star. Pacquiao fight, Mayweather fight. Yeah, he was a Sergio Martinez fight. Margarito 2, I want to say was. I don't really remember Margarito 1 if it was pay-per-view, but I kind of think it was. I just don't remember exactly if I watched it on HBO or I think it was pay-per-view though, to be honest. So yeah, he was definitely one. So, you know, dance partner matters now. You know, who you're fighting. That's going to determine the success. Dazn got to give up a lot up front because they have to pay these, whatever they're promising fighters. They got the slots and the time, but a lot of them, like, I'm not even trying to be funny, bro. Does Dazn have any momentum? Like, I'm not even trying to roll. I'm just being real. I'm just being real, bro. Do they have momentum? What I mean is, January 1st week, you put out this. You know, 3rd week of January, you put out this. Then the 4th week, you put out this. And then the 1st week of February, you put out this. Like, that's what kind of PBC. They're like on, you know, maybe this week off. And then on, you know, they have they have big cards or big enough cards in a small span of time. I don't feel like Dazn has really done that. A lot of their cards have been overshadowed by other cards on the same week. And then, like, here's an example. Top Rank did a card with Vodstick in Philly versus Mutombo or whoever he fought. And the guy, like, you know, gave up because his calf muscle, whatever. His calf was burning or some shit. So, if Dazn put on a bigger fight that week, then that would have the opportunity to steal the night. You know? That would have the opportunity to, like, they put on Ryan Garcia versus Jose Lopez, which lasted 2 rounds. Nobody big on the undercard. It was really the Ryan Garcia show. And then Ryan Garcia, main event, wasn't in there. He was in there with the guy who was coming off a knockout loss. This is all fact. But if Ryan Garcia, if Golden Boy was ready and they put him in there with like a Rolly, that fight would have been anticipated because Mayweather said his piece about it. Rolly said his piece about it. Ryan Garcia and Rolly have the sparring. So they would have, in my opinion, had they been ready to put Ryan Garcia or whatever, whoever made that call, you know, that would have overshadowed Top Rank's card because Top Rank didn't have a huge card. Again, it was Alexander Vodstick versus Mutombo or whoever that guy, Gumbo, whatever his name was. So even at these little opportunities where they're not even pitted against a major card, it's still like they're not, like, if they put the right fight on that card, I mean on that like opposing card, like when Top Rank had that smaller card, then that would have made more sense because they could have had the fight of the night where everyone had to go watch the Dazn fight. So the scheduling is wild crazy to me. The scheduling is crazy. You know? Because you know Canelo, he wants to fight on the quote-unquote Mexican date, so he's already booked for when he's fighting. But some of these other fights, I just feel like the scheduling is imperative. Adewale M, for the Box Fan Expo. It's the day, May 4th. The link is in the description of all my videos. There's a clickable Box Fan Expo hyperlink. You just click on it, and then that supports the channel if you buy your tickets through me, and I appreciate it. So in the description box of all my videos, it'll say sign up for ESPN Plus, and then it'll have the Box Fan Expo. Purchase your tickets. You can do it from mobile, tablet, whatever, computer. All you have to do is click on that link, my personalized Box Fan Expo link, and it helps the channel. Showtime, ESPN Plus, PBC on Fox, and Dazn all go to the same school, except Dazn rides the short bus. Oh, wow. Shout out to you. Appreciate you for the question. Adewale M. So I think that's also something that could improve. Like, okay, here's an example. I don't know details because I'm not, the behind the scenes. Maybe I'm making it easier than what it could have been. But for me, even if you put Tevin Farmer in Philly, I would have rather go up against Top Rank's Vodstick versus Gumbo card that would have both been 2 Philly fights. But fuck that. I would probably still rather do that in Philly because Vodstick ain't from no Philly. So I would rather put it this way. I would rather go up Tevin Farmer versus Jonu, a Philly fighter versus Jonu. I would rather go up against Vodstick versus Gumbo than to go up against, the day before Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia. So even the scheduling seemed like, to me, it was kind of weird. And I get it. It happens sometimes. Like Adrian Granados and Danny Garcia is happening the same day as Terrence Crawford versus Amir Khan. So it does happen like that for one reason or another. But all the PBC cards is not going up against Top Rank's best cards. You get what I'm saying? See, I'm on the same page as Frank Williams. And see, this is the thing. We're just fans of the sport too. Frank Williams said if Dazn's middleweights all fought each other, maybe Dazn would jumpstart some excitement. Facts. They're talking about putting Triple G in there with Brandon Adams and, Camille Shechel or whoever. When Andre's over there with the belt. So you would rather fight Brandon Adams for winning the Contender, even though you believe you beat Canelo, then to fight Demetrius Andrade in the belt, with the belt, a valid belt, winner gets Canelo. Winner gets Canelo, Jacobs winner. I mean, this doesn't make sense. And then on top of that, you're going to hike up your prices. I don't understand that concept. So, it's not my business. Like, if they have maybe like a wild card game plan or something that I don't know about, I would love to see it at this point because I'm not sure what the aim is with that. I mean, I don't think there's anyone in this chat who could honestly say out of the available guys, they would rather see Triple G versus Camille Sejna versus then Andrade. I mean, who? Name somebody. And then here's the thing. In my opinion, if you can offer Gennady Golovkin all this money, you can offer Klitschko whatever he's reported to get, $40-60 million for a couple fights. How can't you offer Andrade something reasonable if you could offer a retired Klitschko, bro, I'm telling you, this is like HBO 2.0. Prioritizing everybody except for Americans as your stars to build your app. That's Anthony Joshua, non-American. So despite the fact that the Wilder Joshua fight and people were feeling a type of way about Anthony Joshua, that's one of the people with your biggest fight. Canelo from Mexico, you know. Jacobs is an American fighter, so that's a good fight. We all know that. It's just like HBO. Like, it's like they're constantly trying to overlook the American fighter and the market value of the American fighter. You know, and we all know it's like the answer's right under your nose. It's because Demetrius Andrade is a black fighter. Well, then that's gonna be a problem because that's the better fight. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of at a standstill. We're kind of at a standstill. You know, so to me, they can spend as billionaires. They earned their money, how they did it, and all that. But it's not my money to spend. But for me, if it was my business, I'm dropping free gems. I would like pay whatever you promised to pay Triple G. That's a given. But I would rather pay Demetrius Andrade. We already know Demetrius Andrade will fight Triple G, so it's not even really all that. But if you had to pay, if you could pay Klitschko 45 to 60 million for 3 fights, that's a pretty good average for 3 fights. So if you got money like that, how can't you give Andrade 10 million to fight Triple G? All right, more point. I'm about to body this man. I swear to you. He says, no, please stop. Not the racism talk again. So once again, I'm going to body y'all one by one. What do you disagree with that I've said? It's over for old media. I don't know how many times I'm telling you. It's over. See, they just want you to hurry up and stop talking about it. Hurry up and sweep the rug. But one thing they never do, they could dislike, but they don't disprove. What have I said that you disagree with? That's all we want to know. Randy Ridley said, the black channel. And then the black, why would the black channel? No. All right, listen, here's how we doing it. Shooters, Aztec Cortez, get him out of here. I'm sick of repeatedly seeing his comment section. Power Up Boxing, I'm sick of seeing his comments. X them both off. When the same people are leaving 30 useless comments, I'm going to start calling them out. So, shooters, clap both of them. No, not more point. Hey, Curse, I'm about to take your shit, bro. I didn't say nothing about more point. He was the one in the hot seat. Them other two can go. Now, more point. Y'all got to, shooters, I'm telling you, I swear, if y'all can't listen, I'm going to start taking badges. Now it's just me and more point. What did I say? You said, no, not the racist talk again. So what did I say that you personally disagree with? A point, the racist talk point. That I know you jumped. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. I literally called out their name, so just wait for it. All right, more point. No, I know you. I know he's back in here now. More point. You said no, and see, this is the other thing that it's funny. They be like, no, not the racism talk again. They tell on themselves. That just goes to show you that you always on my shit. You always on my dick. You always listen to what I'm talking about. If you're saying no, you already talked about this, stop talking about this. That's just proving to me. That you watch my shit, but not for long. All right, he responded. I just think it's no. I'm not reading the rest of that. You're in the hot seat. You're supposed to tell me what you disagree with. The first thing you said is, I just think it's about business. So let's try that again. What did I say that you disagree with? That was the direct question. You responded, no, I just think it's about business. What did I say that you disagreed with? You see, I always got to redirect them. I'm the train conductor out this motherfucker. So I'm not even reading the rest of what you said. I promise you. You said, no, not more racism talk. So you tell me in my racism diatribe what you don't agree with. That's the only question. What did I say that you disagreed with. Shooters, watch him. If he says anything other than a direct response, be ready for, I'm gonna make the call, but just be ready. Shooters, be ready. If you say anything that does not answer, because the show must go on. You did they don't like black fighters. I never said that. When did I say that? See? He says, apparently he's trying to say you said they don't like black fighters. When did I ever say that? See, once again, y'all be fucking up, bro. Oh, media, you got to say, when did I say Dazn doesn't like black fighters? Anybody who can, this is an hour-long stream, timestamp it and let me know when I said Dazn doesn't like black fighters, which is what you're accusing me of. When did you hear those words come out of my mouth? Icy said, you got to do something, baby. Tell me when I said that. Are we waiting? Look, I'm on the stream. I'm streaming me. Tell me when I said this. This is a stream inside of a stream. I got y'all in some Inception shit. We got a stream within a stream. When did I say that? Y'all make up your own narratives. You got 10 seconds, homie. He said, you're saying Dazn hates black. Like, first of all, I told y'all could use anything that come out of my mouth against me or, you know, quote me. But tell me when, with the quote I said that Dazn hates black people. When you said they don't like American Fighter also. Okay, hold on. See, why don't you guys wave the white flag, bro? It's too late now, but okay. First of all, he said no, not the racism talk. I said, what did I say that you disagree with? Then he tried to deflect. Then he says, you said Dazn doesn't like black fighters, which is something I've never said. I never said Dazn. I don't even know them. I don't know, you know, I never said John Skipper don't like, you know, I'm not Kanye West when he did that to Bush. Bush don't like black. I never said that. So then now you're saying, after you just said that I said Dazn doesn't like black people, which I never said. Now you're saying, when you said they don't like American fighters, so all American fighters are black? What are you talking about? First of all, you said, not this racism talk. You said Dazn, you misquoted me and made something up and said, I said Dazn don't like black fighters, which is never anything that I've said. And then now you're switching to American fighters. You're looking shaky. You're looking shaky, man. So which one is it? Now, so you said, oh, you said Dazn doesn't like black fighters. And then I said, I never said that. And then you said, but you said they don't like American fighters, which I still didn't even say that. I didn't say they didn't like American fighters. So that's not even accurate. But we just went from black fighter to American fighter. So which one is it, man? You got one more response. Good luck. Shooters, I told you I had one. So you made up stuff that I didn't say. You act stressed out. Oh, no, not this racism talk. You never, to this day, explained to me what you disagreed with that I said. And then you made up some shit that I never said. And then you try to switch what I said and try to switch what you said. It's not looking good. You said, oh, you said Dazn doesn't like black fighter. I never said they don't like black fighters or black people. I didn't say that. Then you said, but you did say something about American fighter. Not all American fighters are black. So you're looking all over the place, bro. And you still haven't quoted me accurately. All right, shooter, block him. I don't, my time is money. I'm sorry. More point, I've given you a lot of time. I don't even care if you respond now. Shooters, handle that. Yeah. Yeah. Mir, don't worry about him. Okay, the dude says, he says, how come you have 180,000 subs but only average 100 to 175 viewers on your lives? People with 20 to 30,000 subs average the same, if not more. Well, Poindexter, if you must know, one, YouTube doesn't distribute all your content to 170,000 people daily. They have their own algorithm that distributes whatever they want. You know, maybe they want to prioritize another video that I dropped. But name a channel with 20 to 30,000 subscribers in the world of boxing, you know, the niche that I'm in, that travels more than me, that goes to the fights and be in nice hotels for a week at a time. So I get what you're insinuating, but until you name somebody that pushed to more locations than me with 20 to 30,000, this is my full-time job. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. So we know that don't make sense. If you think I'm not getting it, then again, tell me. You tell me a channel in boxing that cover more fights, you know, that push to more cities and states than me with 20 to 30,000. I'll wait. Pocket watching, view counting. We good over here. So what's the... listen, you're getting blocked if you because I don't do, you know, I don't clout chase. I don't care what other people are doing. But I'll give you guys a freebie. If you put anybody's channel and then we go to verify it and it's not, then you're getting blocked. Now I'm going to ask you again. Name a channel with 20 to 30,000 subs that travel more than me. I'll wait. You know, like go to Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence in Dallas, based out of California. Go to Dallas for 5 days. Then go cover Wilder, be in Brooklyn for 2 days, and then fly back home just because I wanted to. That, who you know buy more one-way tickets to me? I don't even buy round trip because I don't know where I'm going to end up. I don't even do round trip anymore like that. So you tell me the channel in boxing with 20 to 30,000 subs that do that more than me. Oh, okay. Block Jermall Romero. I told you, if you guys just guess around, you getting blocked. He says, does Secback channel count? Secback don't have no 30,000. Nincompoop. Block Jermall. Y'all gonna be held accountable this evening. I told you. I think he talking about Blue Blood Sports. That's my guy, bro. So what are you talking about, bro? People, listen. Whatever. Like I said, if people block King Louis, bro, just block him. That's it. I'm done. Just block him, bro. Now he's right. Now you try to pit me against somebody that I'm cool with, bro. Me and Blue Blood's cool. We cool. We don't. I cover a lot of the fights with him, but he don't cover all the fights that I cover. I mean, you can ask him that. I got his number. He's not gonna tell you that. But shout out to Blue Blood. He out there grinding. But stop, bro. Just stop, bro. You guys look horrible, bro. Just stop. Just stop. That's what I'm saying. Like, please stop. I'm talking. And see, this is different. See, these dudes got it twisted. I'm not talking about like media days, because if you live like shit, if I live in LA, I could go to every media day. If I live in New York, I can go to every media day. So I'm not talking about that. I said fights, like fight weeks. Fight weeks are different. You got to actually, you know, be in that city. Stop. Y'all gonna put some respect on my name. But see, that's what they try to do. Divide and conquer. Blues, that's my guy. Shout out to him. We riding around him in the trunk, man. I told you all them wild guesses. Ellie said, I said 30,000. Ellie got way more than 30,000. Stop. Listen, this is why they get mad at the channel, because we hold you accountable to something. You're not just putting crazy stuff, you know, answering the question just to be answering it when you know you're wrong. Shout out to Cursor, exactly. Anyway, he said Black Bruce Wayne. You guys see it though, bro. You guys see it. They know what it is, bro. Ain't no channel out there doing what I've done, you know. And you know it's funny too about when people be like, "Oh, your channel sucks," blah, blah, blah. But you on it. Out of all the channels you could be on at any given time in boxing, why are you even here? That's how I know I don't believe you. You came just to tell me how garbage I am instead of being on the channels that you support. That's why we know they lying. You're like, "Oh yeah, you know, Roger Rabbit boxing is way better than you." Then go to Roger Rabbit. Why would you come just to tell me Roger Rabbit boxing is better than me? Looking shaky. Anyway, Dazn, I think they have an in-house fight that they could easily pull the trigger on. And my point being, before this other guy, man, we catching back-to-back bodies. We caught a couple. The point is this. First of all, I never said Dazn hates black people. If you're gonna quote me accurately. You know, see, this was wrong with this society. Like, I know, how does my microphone sound to you? Because I think it sounds flames. I think it sounds good. I think we got the volume up. I feel like my voice carries. What does it sound like to y'all? Because even though I'm talking pretty close to the mic, I have a voice that projects, you know, in a distinct voice. I still feel like people make up their own. They make up their own narrative and quotes from me. So I'm like, damn, do I gotta adjust the volume? Like, what's good? That's what I'm saying. So people said there's clarity with the mic. You guys can hear me, yet everyone is saying the mic sounds good, yet people still feel the need to lie and say I said X, Y, and Z when I never said that. Again, I'm going to reiterate my point. So please, if you guys could, listen carefully. Everyone says the mic sounds good. Just listen. My point is this. Dazn has raised their price point per month from $9.99 to $19.99. That is a 100% price hike. That is 2 times the value of when they came in the game. What they said their price was going to be, and pay-per-view was dead. Cool. That's your decision. You did that. They need the matchups to justify it. Not everyone wants to commit for a year. So if you wanted to buy for $20 a month, right? What fights will you be having on each individual month for someone to get it, or to leave it, you know, get it in May and then leave it running through July? You have to justify that now. Triple G versus Andrade is a fight that I would definitely pay for. I think it's a good fight. My point is, I said Dazn is looking like HBO 2.0. The reason I said that is if you look at HBO started going to this rock'em sock'em robot action only type of we're gonna celebrate and we're gonna sign foreign fighters to America and pitch it to American audiences because they're entertaining or more action packed, or they'll sell better, or this is what the American populace wants to see. That's how they came across. So Dazn, in that same vein, are making similar, in my opinion, mistakes by not focusing it. You're focused in on the American market in terms of fans. Block Gleaming the Cube. Get this motherfucker out of here, bro. Get him out of here, bro. Listen. See, this is why I shouldn't even say nothing, because now motherfuckers want to clout chase and shit, bro. Get him out of here. Listen, this stream is not going on until Gleaming the Cube. Get your skateboarding ass out of here. We gonna skate you the fuck up out of here, bro, because now they just trying to clout chase a bunch of channel names. Listen, I don't care. If there's a channel that makes more money than me and they have 20 to 30,000 subs in boxing, great. That should have been the question. What channel with 20 to 30, since y'all want to play games, what channel with 20 to 30,000 make more fucking money than me? Since y'all really want to play. Now I got to stunt. What channel you know with 20? See, I didn't even want to have to do this. What channel with 20 to 30,000 get $500 super chats? Since you want to play smart. You know, oh, this guy travels more than, oh man, fuck the travel. Who make more? Since I'm going to give it how you want. How you want it. Name a channel with 20. Now let's play that game. Since y'all want to play. Name a channel that get $500 super chats and shit like that with 20 to 30,000 subs. Hello? Can you guys hear me still? Shout out to Jose, my dude holding down. He said, good for them, but I'm here watching Boxingego. Exactly. Bunch of clout chasing, bro. Shout out to everybody. I don't care. Wherever channels, if you think that's what it is, then fuck it. They make more than me. They travel more. Fuck it. I don't care about that shit. We worried about what we doing. So anyway. Big Zo, exactly. He said, fuck that. Tell him big bank, take little bank. So I'm saying, these dudes, see, that's why you gotta stunt. That's why you gotta stunt on them from time to time. Motherfuckers always come with that dumb shit, bro. Oh, this channel, he travels more. All right, bro. That's what's up. Anywho. So, my point is this. Triple G, they have acquired him. They're giving him equity. It says they're giving him good money. It says, you know, like the reports. I don't know the actual figures per each fight and all that. But those things, and they signed him. HBO made the mistake of like looking for like surefire barn burners or whatever they thought was going to be that. And those are the fights that they were trying to promote, you know. And then they had a lot of cards where they're like, you're pitching to Americans, but it's like Usyk, Lomachenko, and Vodstick. And I'm not saying Americans don't want to see Ukrainian fighters, but they don't only and always want to see other people get more shine and not show the in-house talent, like the people who are from America. You get what I'm saying? That's the point. Dazn, you got Triple G. He's a silver medalist. He's a good fighter. But he's also not as popular as people act like he is individually. His popularity may be selling tickets. That's one thing. He can sell tickets, you know, because he has a good style. But in terms of buying and attracting people to pay-per-views, he doesn't have a proven track record for that unless he's fighting Canelo, who is definitely a star and has had more pay-per-view opportunities than him, right? So Triple G is not Canelo. Triple G, first of all, Canelo's in a great fight. That's for starters. Canelo's in a great fight with Daniel Jacobs. Nobody's complaining about that fight. So on top of Canelo being in a good fight, he's also the biggest star in boxing, where even if he fights a Rocky Fielding, you know, he could do solid numbers probably. I don't feel Triple G is in that, especially coming off a loss, being 37, you know, not having the same resume as Canelo or Danny Garcia and guys like that. And he's in the position where he could just fight anybody, and then it's going to attract a ton of viewers. So here's the problem. Dazn, $20 a month. Triple G, his opponent, sounds like they've gotten pulled, at least according to ESPN, Brandon Adams. Right? Right? $20 a month, hiked up price. And then who are you going to match Triple G with now if ESPN sources are accurate, which they say they are, and Brandon Adams for the contender goes to PBC to fight to fight Charlo, excuse me. Who's Triple G going to fight? To me, the way that Dazn would get momentum is, as a new company, you got to keep putting you got to build momentum. Like, okay, Canelo versus Jacob, hopefully that's a good fight. Joshua Miller, hopefully it's a good fight. You know, Sor Rungvisai, Juan Francisco Gallo Estrada. That's
This the real deal. This the real deal. This the real deal.
the first fight was good, but it's this like a hardcore boxing fan fight. You know what I'm saying? That was on HBO, so I don't know. I don't know if Sor Rungvisai Estrada, the first fight was good for sure, but sometimes the rematch ain't as good as the first one, i.e. Maidana versus Mayweather. You know, so you have that. Sometimes the sophomore fight is not as good. Sometimes it's better. It just depends. So that's one thing. But beyond that, those guys aren't really big names. Like, again, hardcore boxing fans will have seen the first fight, but I don't think that's the type of fight where if you didn't have DAZN, casual fans in flocks would be like, yo, because they probably wouldn't even know about that fight. It's a good fight for good little fight for boxing fans. Shout out to Ali Shaheed. Love how you cover the sport of ego. Much respect. Love how you cover the sport ego. Much respect. Salute to Ali. Appreciate you. They trying to tell me the channel's smaller doing what we doing. Okay. So, in my opinion, this is what I did say. I says America's the big market. America's the market that people are trying to get money. Look at Top Rank. They're bringing a UK fighter, Tyson Fury, to Las Vegas. You know, and hopefully they build towards the Wilder fight. The money is here right now. We got the torch again. You know, the British had it for a minute. You know, things were looking good. Joshua had just beaten Klitschko, but things changed. You know, now, you know, David Price is getting tummy tucks and shit, bit and all that. Bro, Ted Cheeseman lost. Fowler got upset. Come on, bro. So, the money's in America, period. Money's in America. So, to me, I feel like DAZN really should be pushing for the fights that would not only generate attraction from the hardcores, who are always going to more or less try to support if they can or if they want to, but casuals. Triple G versus a fight like Andrade, you know, I don't know how many casuals might know about Andrade, but if you get the opinions of the diehard fans and they're like, yo, you don't want to miss this fight, then that can help. You get what I'm saying? Either way, Andrade versus Triple G, no matter what you slice it, what you say, is a better fight than Shamil or whatever. Or Falcio, you know, fights like that. I mean, we all know this, bro. We all know this. So my thing is, it's funny. Companies set up shop and they want to pitch to Americans, but they have to come out with a product that appeals to Americans. Like, let's say I used to live in England, right? In England, for example, unless it's changed, they have different slang, I guess you could say. Like, words are different things in different places. You get what I'm saying? Make sure you guys smash the like button. I'm going to take y'all to school real quick. It's okay. I'm going to take y'all to school. Okay. If y'all want me to take y'all to school, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section and smash the like button? We got to get the likes up. Hey, Big Zo, you wildin', dog. He said I would pay 20 for the year. Hey, that man said 20 for the year. Hey, y'all be wildin'. Y'all be wildin'. Here, I'm going to take y'all to school. Hold on. I told you this ain't nothing but a little bit of easy work. All right, peep. So this is the thing. I used to live in England, right? Different words have different connotations in America versus England. Like, when I lived in England, unless it's changed, what Americans will call a cookie, right? Like, you know, Chips Ahoy, Oreo, you know, just cookies, oatmeal cookies. That's what we call it. In England, it's called a biscuit. That's what they would say. They don't call it a cookie. You know, maybe some people do, but when I was there, that's what the shit was called. You'd be like, Mum, could I have a biscuit? You know, make my water. It's got butter inside with a biscuit. I want me biscuit. You know, you just ask for a fucking biscuit. That's what I'm saying. That's just how it goes, right? No, they called it a biscuit. Or if you go to Australia, right? They don't call shopping carts. They're like, oh, hey, could you pass me the shopping cart, mate? You know, it's different. They say trolley and all this shit. And buggies and shit in England and shit. Bumper buggy, you know, it's different. So the point being is, if I'm British and I come over to America and I open up a cookie shop or whatever, and I'm only bringing like the vernacular and the style of cookies that are popular in the UK, that's not necessarily going to be a hit unless you bring the right thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure because Chicago is known for a lot of great food places, like Coney dogs and all the chili dogs and all this shit, right? So I'm sure if someone from Chicago style pizza and stuff, if they left Chicago and came to LA or some shit and went to LA and set up shop, it would do well because of that's still in the realm. But if you were from the England or somewhere else, like Thailand, my dad went to Thailand, he was in the military, right? In Thailand, they eat certain things that, you know, I don't think it would be really successful. Like, you seen the motherfucker Sora Rungvisai was eating a flattened rat. You know, you can't just open no rat shack, you know, fucking rat burger. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wouldn't do well in America. You feel what I'm saying? You just eating rat jerky and all this shit, whatever the fuck Sora Rungvisai was eating. It's different cultures. You get me? Like, my dad went there and he told me that they had like scorpion. Like, they eat different stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure if I hit my exes up, they probably don't want to go out for it. Like, scorpion. Like, hey, you know, I finished work early. I was wondering if you want to go catch a movie and eat some scorpion. Like, oh, Scorpion, you playing Mortal Kombat, like the new MK11. You want to play as Scorpion? Get over here. No, I just finished work and I want to go, you know, I want to see the new Jordan Peele movie. But before we can get some Scorpion, nobody want to eat no Scorpion like that in America by and large. I don't want no Scorpion per se. I might try it, but I can't picture it like, man, goddamn, this is some good ass Scorpion. I've been looking at everywhere. Could you please find me a spot that has Scorpion? I've been looking everywhere for the Scorpion. You know, I can't picture that. I can't picture that. Or when Sora Rungvisai was eating that rat. That motherfucker was eating rat kebab and shit. That's cool. You want to eat that? I don't. That didn't look good to me. His mom came to the airport with crucified rat. I don't want to eat that. You know, it's what it is. You know, I don't want no fucking rat. Like, hey, boo boo, where'd you get this rat? Like, it didn't look good. It didn't look. This motherfucker rat was like had a hard life and walked the green mile and shit. I don't want to eat that rat, bro. He was on he looked like the Christ of rats. Like, this motherfucker was on on a cross or something. It just looked weird, bro. But to each his own, you know. We're not culturally insensitive. If you want to eat rat, you want to eat scorpion, then eat it. But what I'm saying is not everything is a crossover. Like, you know, like not everything would immediately cross over. Like, in certain places, they eat exotic animals like tiger and stuff. They'll eat that. But you couldn't eat that in America because they wouldn't allow you to serve it. You know, some people get mad if you serve emu. Shit like that. So the reason I'm talking about these different foods and different is because each ego too funny. Nah, I just don't want to eat rat. I'm just saying, me personally, if you guys want to eat, you know, Tom and Jerry and all that, that's what's up. You eat ratatouille. It just didn't look good to me. It might be hidden, but I can't even picture a rat. I feel like it would be salty. Like, I can't be, God damn, this is some good ass rat. You don't even need no tartar sauce or nothing. This rat, God damn, this is some good ass rat. It just doesn't sound appetizing to me, or it didn't look appetizing. But anyways, to each his own. The point being is, if you come from different places and certain foods are more prevalent, that doesn't mean it's gonna work somewhere else. You get what I'm saying? You know, in Thailand, certain things might be scorpion might be a delicacy, and everybody likes it. But in Sacramento, California, the Bay Area, California, you know, LA, that might not be the spot. That might not be the lick. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's not the lick, because I've never been to the barbershop getting cut and someone like, man, I tried this new soul food spot, or I tried this new sushi place. I never heard it. Yeah, man. I went to the casino. We stopped by the fucking rat joint. Like rap? Are you saying rap? You know, like on Step Brothers? Are you saying Pam or Panned with a D? I went to the fucking rat joint and that rat was slamming. Like, are you saying rap or rat? We don't really know what. You went to a rap joint. You rapped a joint. Nah, motherfucker. Me and my old lady will go to the casino, and we stopped at the fucking. We got that fucking rat. We got that fucking rat platter. That rat platter was. Pick two meats. We got the rat and the scorpion over rice. That rat was so good. Like, again, if you got, I'm not trying to offend. If you want rat and, you know, eat till you turn to Master Splinter, I don't give a fuck. You know, kick it with the Ninja Turtle. You could eat a rat in the sewer. Like, I don't give a fuck what y'all do. You know, I'm not trying to offend if it's a delicacy for you. You know, you can go eat rat with Michelangelo. God damn it, I don't care. It's not about that. I'm just putting in perspective. Yeah, I got the fucking went to the barbecue joint. They had the rat and the scorpion. So you didn't get the beef brisket or the hot link. No, fuck them links. I need that rat. I need that rat boyga. I got that pulled rat. Fuck the pulled pork. I pulled that rat up out there. Put that goddamn rat, that barbecue rat with that sweet baby Reyes. Put that sweet baby, man, that shit, child, that shit tastes so good. I put that Cholula on the fucking rat. I had a breakfast burrito with some rat in it. Like I said, I'm just saying, different things appeal to different, like, places. That's just what it is. Like, even in France, you know, Paris and shit, they have different things and, like, maybe small portions. That might not be popular, or it might be popular. It just depends on what it is, you know. Escargot, you know. If you're from Compton, maybe you don't want to eat a snail, you know. Maybe you don't want escargot. It just depends. So that's the thing with Dazn, is like, you pitch it to Americans, and then no Americans are really at the forefront, you know. They're not getting preferential treatment. That's what I said. You don't have no Americans being put, like, okay, so for example, Klitschko coming off of 2 losses, one being a stoppage loss where Anthony Joshua uppercutted his life away, and Klitschko's head was like, you know, like that, motherfucker, like Fire Marshal Bill. He's been on a long layoff. He's 42 years old, and the reports are saying that you're offering him $50 million. Or more, 60 million, I think it was, whatever, 80 million, whatever it is, right? You guys seen the reports. You're offering a guy off of a horrible Tyson Fury, so not 1 loss, but 2. He didn't look good in the Tyson Fury fight. Then the Joshua fight was good. It was elite level. It was competitive. He definitely tried and pushed Joshua, you know, solid performance, but he still was stopped. Then he disappears, and you're offering him $60 million. Meanwhile, Triple G looks like he lost his dance partner, Brandon Adams. You raised the price to $20 a month, and are you going to pull the trigger on Demetrius Andrade versus Triple G? You know, it's just, we keep seeing this. You keep seeing everybody but Americans being offered these crazy amounts, you know, on other networks, other platforms. So what I'm saying is this. I'm not hating. I'm not mad. Klitschko's a legend. Dope. But you're pitching Klitschko coming off 2 losses, One being a stoppage, one being a horrible performance, age 42, from the Ukraine, great fighter. You're willing to break the bank to get him on the platform, but you can't give Demetrius Andrade 8, 9, 10, 13 million to make the Triple G fight. That doesn't, to me, I don't understand it. And I don't understand how that formula is going to exactly work. Triple G that's what I'm saying. He needs a proper dance partner, and they have it. They have a dance partner that I would fully get behind Triple G Andrade. Fully. I would promote it. I would, cover it if I could. Like, it's a great fight. I'd never duck and dodge and don't support great fights, or meaningful fights, or right fights, or unification. You never see. I'm very consistent. So that's, once again, the conundrum that Dazn is in. You in some cases don't have the major players, like in the welterweight division, and that's a popping division. They have no stake in the welterweight. Like, really think about it. Out of all the welterweights, Dazn literally has no stake in it. Name a top 5 welterweight that Dazn has, and that's a major division, and it always has been historically in boxing. Name a top 5 welterweight that's with Dazn. So you're already missing just in that. Even Top Rank at this moment, they don't have a ton, but they got Crawford. You still got Terrence Crawford. Dazn got, Narrance Nawford. They got nobody in the welterweight division. Like, I'm struggling to think of anyone who's in the welterweight division. That's always the reason I'm bringing up welterweight, is because, it's a historic division. Great fighters who we revered all time or have fought at welterweight. Mayweather, Pacquiao, Cotto. I mean, I don't have to do this. You know what I'm talking about, bro. Roberto Duran, Shane Moses. I mean, just historic people. Felix Tito Trinidad. That's what I'm saying. So Dazon's already missing out because they people already clicked up with whoever they're with. So they don't have a major chunk of a historically popping division like welterweight. That always, welterweight made big fights. Oh yeah, Sugar Ray Leonard. I mean, that's what I'm saying. We could do this all day. Welterweight's always made historically big fights. They don't really have a piece of that. Like I said, Top Rank don't have many, of the top level guys, but Dazn really don't have like none. I mean, they got Jesse Vargas, but I think he's fighting Humberto Soto at 151 with talks of going up to 54 to make a Jaime Munguia fight. So I don't even know if he's going to be at welterweight anymore. So this is what I'm saying. So why not in the divisions where you do have the marquee names minus Charlo, like middleweight, why not pull the trigger on those fights? If Eddie Hearn had Dillian White and Anthony Joshua, why not pull the trigger on that fight? Because realistically, Gerald Miller's not Joshua's mandatory. So why not keep the Wembley date, make the Joshua and Dillian White fight, and then the winner fights, if Joshua wins, because if he lost, I'm sure there's a rematch clause. Then, if Joshua wins, fight Gerald Miller. Now you've at least extended it. Now Dillian White's talking about possibly going elsewhere with the American promoter, But see, here's the thing. Listen, I'm not being harsh. I'm not being unrealistic. Dark Truth brought up a good point. He says, I don't see Triple G fighting Andrade, especially coming off of a loss. I'm not optimistic when it comes to him. I feel you, but I'm not even giving a pass for the loss because according to Tom Loeffler and Triple G, they were robbed twice. So I can't even use that. If you say you weren't robbed, I mean you weren't given the credit for the fight, then why you need a tune-up? Ego, you always making excuses for Triple G. Explain that. You in the hot seat. We not playing no games. B Fighter, explain that. He says you always making excuses for Triple G. Good luck. I'm just gonna eat this trail mix till he explains this to y'all. All right, beef fighter, explain that. Put him on the 15-second timer. I'm just gonna eat this trail mix. What excuses I make for Triple G? I didn't even have to read the rest of you. I didn't have to read the rest. I can just, based on the first question. What did I make an excuse for? Triple G is refusing to fight. You got 10 seconds. What did I make an excuse for? Yeah, cursor on you. Keep counting, cursor. What did I make an excuse for? How did I make an excuse for Triple G? These some good ass nuts. Pause. Not the Dazn. Strike 2. Keep the timer going. How did I make an excuse for Triple G? You see how I keep asking the same question? This is some good ass trail mix. Cursor, you know what to do. It's getting about that time. Right about now. Like a funk show, brother. Check it out. Alright, shooters. I don't know what to say. Y'all know what to do. Roberto a fool. Listen, I told you, new media. I'm in the lead. I can pop a wheelie. Come in there with that foolishness. Be prepared to explain it. He said, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. Every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen, eating a bowl of food. I like pig feet. I like ham hot. Oh, Cursor. Cursor hit you with that Denzel. Cursor hit you with that Denzel. He said, hey, beef fighter. Yeah. I wish you had more time. Hit you with that man on fire. I'm a man on fire. Let's get it. Shout out to Ryland, my guy. Ego, I'm a truck driver. Love to hear the content on the clock. Appreciate you. We just getting started. Rest in peace of Nipsey, most def. I wish beef fighter had more time. Yeah, all you motherfuckers. Yeah, beef fighter. Bro, I told you, they're not coming in my stream. Man, we going to have a block list out this planet. I promise you. You're going to have to, yeah, you're going to have to build an account every single day fucking with me. Like, they going to have to build an account and account and account. I'm not accepting that. You know, fuck it. Like, these dudes putting crazy shit. Putting crazy shit. You make it all the fucking, so I'm going to force people to think about what you say. You don't have to, but you know what's coming. These dudes just be saying whatever. Big Zo like this. He said Matumbo blocks. Bro, they know they're lying, bro. They just do it for, it's weird too, because it's like for 5 seconds of fame. 5 seconds of disruption. Like, whatever. Anyway, like I keep saying, I think Dazn, since they don't have star divisions like welterweight, like, I woke up like this. I woke up like this. Take it as a red lobster. I woke up like this. They talking about Keith Thurman is in deep negotiations with Pacquiao's side. They talking about Errol Spence, you know, is in negotiation with Sean Porter's side. Bro, PBC, they're killing the welterweight division, like, in a good way. You know, I am looking forward to Crawford versus Khan. So at least Top Rank can say that. Like, we got that. Dazn ain't got no welterweights, bro. They got, and then they got 54, the 50, so we'll say 150s. Jesse Vargas versus Humberto Soto, because he beat Brandon Rios. All right. But luckily, that's just to add on to a good card or a good main event. Sort Rung Vasai Estrada, I think it's on that card. So, you know, at least it's not his own date like Brandon Rios and Humberto Soto. But Jaime Munguia, he's exciting. I want to see him in one of them exciting fights. He fight Dennis Hogan. Dennis Hogan's from the UK. I mean, from Australia. He's from Australia. I asked an Australian, they didn't know who he was. I'm like, damn. They're like, good day, mate. I don't know. Dennis Hogan. I don't know who that is. Like, and the worst part about it is they hate to see a black man in charge. They hate to see the Black Channel with some power. Al Heyman is empowering his guys. Shout out to Ryland. Be safe on that road. $2 super chat. Appreciate you. Supporting the machine. Keep it going. Look. You know what the great thing about Ego's Army is? They could come in and troll and say stupid shit. But the real knows it is. Ego Army keep me in, and they keep me in check and help. You know, look what someone said. I didn't even see this, you know, at first. Somebody from Ego's Army sent this. So we working around the clock. Shout out to Javon. Oh, he from the Bay. That's even better. I told you the Bay Area, we keep it real. Everyone else is trying to build their subscriber base with fighters. PBC is building fighters into entrepreneurs. Now, to see what he's talking about, Exhibit A. What does that say? Swift Promotions. What is that you say? Oh, just Jared Swift Hurd, who has an upcoming fight with Julian J. Rock Williams, thanking God and his team and his willpower. Look, we're going to talk about it. First off, I want to thank God for guiding me and everyone who helped me to make another big step towards my career. Swift Promotions is official. Time to take things to the next level. And May 11th, he's fighting, you know, J. Rock Williams, which is a good fight. Swift Promotions. Once again, you see why they're trying to double team and triple team like Al Heyman. See, Al Heyman he's this. Why do you think people are staying loyal? He's obviously a business guru. You know, he's obviously a business guru. He's giving these guys the game and telling them to do it their way. J-Rock versus Jared Hurd, that's a good fight because they're talking about the winner of Tony Harrison, Jermall Charlo, the rematch. So I'm not the smartest brother in the world, but Broner been had about billions, you know. But more recently, you know, Manny Pacquiao, he's always had Manny Pacquiao promotion, but he's affiliated with Heyman now, and he's probably going to get a big fight with Keith Thurman. We know Errol Spence has man down promotions. Speaking of the Charlos, we know the Charlos have Lions only promotions. Now, welcome to the club, Swift Jared Hurd, who's about to be in a big fight. Now they could start putting their names. See, you guys don't understand this because you don't know shit about boxing, and y'all hating, and y'all hate to see a black man empowering other black men and brown skin, and minorities, and just whoever, you know, just people in general. Y'all hate to see it. And it's not just like Al Heyman is only taking care of blacks, you know. Joey Spencer, Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant's about to get a hometown fight. Joey Spencer's about to fight on Peter Quillen's card, who he used to be in the gym with. You know, they both used to train at Virgil. So, you know, he's on the Friends card. And he gets to go, you know, take it to the next level with his career. Caleb Plant's about to get a hometown fight. So Al Heyman is like power. That's why you see people like Oscar De La Hoya, he keeps throwing out the bait, oh, Wilder, sign with me, you know. Hey, Errol Spence, you beat Mikey, good job. You should sign the Golden Boy for real promotion. Errol Spence is like, you don't treat black fighters that way. De La Hoya deleted the comment, the tweet. Al Heyman he's empowering these guys. So do you think Jesse Vargas, for example, he's fighting on a DAZN card? Does it say Jesse Vargas promotion on the banner? You know, does it say Sor Rungvisai promotions on these DAZN cards? Because when I see the ring, I see a big DAZN sign in white. You know, I don't even know if Terrence Crawford, to be honest, with Top Rank, I don't even know if he has a promotion company. He might. I don't know. I really don't know. I just seen some girl, she was saying she had a copyright to his name a long time ago. I don't know. So I don't even know if Crawford has one. You know, so it's just like I really feel like Al Heyman's that this is why people are staying loyal to him, because he like, hello, my son, don't worry, I got this. You know, he's that motherfucker voice is deep. I heard him. I seen it. I heard him. I never seen him, but I heard his voice. I thought it was Mufasa on the phone. Simba, you mustn't go into the Pride Lands. Everything the light touches is our kingdom. I was like, oh shit. There go Mufasa. I said, there go Mufasa in your lady bedroom. I was like, oh shit. Mufasa. The king of the jungle himself. That's how Heyman sound. That motherfucker voice is deep. I see why he don't do no interviews. He just like, nah, I'm gonna preserve this voice. No, but Heyman does got that motherfucker got a deep voice. See if Pacquiao will fight Keith. Let them wait. Oh shit. You even got you got it. How you have a boss voice? Hey, that motherfucker. But anyway. Let them wait. Where's Akeem? This motherfucker. So anyway, Jared Hurd, shout out to him. Shout out to DMV. Shout out to Maryland. I ain't gonna say my words. I get paid to not even say my full words. Maryland. Shout out to Maryland. So he got his own promotion. Errol Spence got his own promotion. Man down. You know, he's empowering people. This is unheard of in boxing. You didn't really see that. You know, this is unheard of in boxing. I mean, that's why he's not a promoter. He's an advisor. So he has that ability to facilitate and offshoot, outsource the promotion to Tom Brown, Lou DiBella, Richard Schaefer, etc. You don't have to be bothered with it. I'm sure the big fight, like Canelo, we know he got his own promotional shit. But, I mean, that would be stupid. You see, like, in the UFC, Conor McGregor, he got the proper 12. He got a proper 12 whiskey, shit like that. But you don't always see that with fighters. Like, Swift Jared Hurd ain't been on pay-per-view yet as a main event. He was on the Wilder Fury pay-per-view, on the undercard. But I'm talking about as the main event. And he already got his promotional shit in order. That's just getting your business in order. So, this is why, this is why Al Heyman, this is why I say he's playing chess, not checkers. This is why his guys are staying loyal to him. And then the ones that don't, like Vanes Martirosyan, they wishing they was with him again. I mean, Vanes Martirosyan apologized and all types of shit. So, it is what it is. We'll see what Dazn decides to do. But like I said, I hope they make the right decision. If the Brandon Adams ESPN rumor is true and he's fighting Charlo, I cannot wait to see who Triple G's fighting. I really can't. Because I think there's going to be pressure for him to fight a credible name. Who would you listen for 20 a month? No trolling. I really want to. We'll help Dazn right now in case they see it. Actually, something's going on right now, so I know they see. Because there's a Dazn fighter, we got a little situation. I'm not gonna say too much. I'm gonna leave it at that. But it'll get resolved. Because I always get my stuff resolved. I'm not no spring chicken. I've been around it. What you're trying to do is foul. But it won't work. I can assure you that. Anyway, yeah. Who for 20 a month, who do you want to see Triple G fight? Boom. I just want to hear. Who y'all want to see Triple G fight for 20 a month? Jaime Munguia? I would pay for that. And that's still another 54-pounder. Triple G has to stop making that his specialty, like fighting 54-pounders. But, that he's at least a big 54-pounder with an interesting style. Okay, Andrade, Boo Boo. So we'll see. But like I said, it's going to be some pressure for Triple G to fight. Even Billy Joe Saunders, that's a good fight. Jermall, Charlo, we know that's not going to happen. Not next. Yeah, but those are PBC fighters. Those, see, now people are going outside of the like reality of that's not going to happen next. Same thing with Klitschko. See, like I said, I'm just gonna play it. I'm gonna play it by ear. We'll see. We'll see. Because it's just gonna be a bunch of guessing. But I'm just guessing with what's out there. Like Klitschko, who's he gonna come back to fight? Let's say he takes it 3 fights for 60 mil or whatever they're offering him. Who's Klitschko gonna fight? First fight. Excuse me. Ugh. First fight back. I doubt. Someone said it Newing. I'm done. First fight back. I doubt he's gonna fight Wilder or Joshua or Luis Ortiz. So who is he gonna fight? Big Baby? I don't know, because Big Baby's fighting Joshua. We got to see how that plays out, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, you breaking the bank to sign Klitschko. I'm just curious what the game plan is. You know, Dillian White, I don't know if he's going to ESPN or not. That's cool. But I don't think Klitschko would come back to a Dillian White fight. You know, that's pretty rough for a first fight. So, you know, this is the challenge. This is the challenge that they're going to be up against, being a new company. Like as far as they've been out less than a year in America for boxing, being a new company, and like your clock, your timer has already started, versus like these other more established networks and platforms and Showtime, ESPN Plus, and all this. These more established platforms like Showtime, Fox, and ESPN, even if they put out like a subpar fight, they're already established. Like, put it this way. UFC just joined forces with ESPN Plus. If you'd like to subscribe to ESPN Plus, I am an affiliate. It helps the channel. Link is in the description of all my videos. But here's the thing. They've already, even if Top Rank had some, let's say they had some weak fights this month, UFC had good fights this month. You get what I'm saying? Like Darren Till, Masvidal, right? Wonderboy Thompson got knocked out. So they had good fights. You get what I'm saying? So that's my whole thing. It's like, no, who's gonna, and it's a cheaper price point. So for $4.99, even if Top Rank, they did for that particular month, weren't holding their end of the bargain, then UFC, you still got the UFC and some other content at a cheaper price point. But it's more amplified, and that's why I said the timer is running for Dazn, is because you're at a higher, you're 5 times the price of ESPN Plus, which I would imagine is your kind of direct competitor. You're 5 times the price point. So, you know, David Price getting bit in the stomach by a guy, Cash Ali, you know, I just don't know what that really does for the American market. It's just more, it's more pressure. Cause let's say you pay $20 and then you got that card. Fowler getting upset, Liam Smith stopping. I'm talking about Americans, because that's who they're pitching to. So Liam Smith stopping Sam Agington, Fowler versus Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald pulls the upset. And then you got a disqualification of David Price getting bit by Cash Ali, and he's now suspended. Okay, so you paid $20 that month, and that's the card for the most part. You know, them from the last 3 up. And then that same night they had Ryan Garcia, but he fought Jose Lopez. You know, he looked solid, but he fought Jose Lopez, a guy who was coming off a knockout loss. You know, I just don't know for 20. And I know that's only 1 fight for the month, but what were the other fights? Were the other fights like crazy better? So that's why I said the timer's running. They got to figure it out and make the compelling matchup. And I'm telling you, as a consumer, I don't have to. Even if they put the fight on and I didn't get a credential, I will get the fight. If Triple G fights Andrade, I'll get it. I'll buy that. I'm telling you. Like, how am I? I'm gonna tell you what I'll buy. Like, okay, bro, I'm done. Let's say I make merchandise and I make T-shirts, right? And then I got big boys, pause, you know, and they're like, man, you got double X, you got triple X, and everybody's asking me for triple X, and I didn't think I would need sizes that big. Guess what? If everyone's asking for triple X, even if I didn't think that's the size that people would flock to, if I got a bunch of, you know, big burly dudes that watch my channel and they want to purchase the shirt in that size, then I got to cater to them. This is simple business, people. This is simple business stuff. You know, if people say, hey, I like that shirt, but I don't wear it green, you know, you should do one in red. And I'm like, no, fuck yeah, I'm breaking green. Like, you gotta cater to what the crowd is asking. People are asking for Triple G to be in a compelling fight that makes us want to see Canelo versus Triple G 3. You know? So Brandon Adams, that was your gateway. And if he did get pulled by Charlo, as ESPN is reporting, then it's going to be interesting to see who they decide for Triple G. If they pick him to fight somebody, and see, I'm done, bro. It's just far too easy for me. This is literally too easy, because Triple G, I'm telling you, that old media stuff, we scrutinizing, we listening to, we adapting, we're doing everything. So what they say comes back to haunt them. Triple G says he beat Canelo twice in a row, or, you know, the Vanas fight was in between that, but he said he beat Canelo twice and was robbed. So if you feel that, then why would I want to see you regress and fight Shamil with 4 knockouts? This is what you said, not me. This is what you said. I thought Canelo won the fight, but you would have been, that's what I'm saying, you would have been better off saying what I'm saying, what new media is saying. You would have been better saying, oh, it was a tough fight, you know, I got to go back to the drawing board, I lost my belts, Canelo beat me. Because if you said that, then you have at least some way out so you could justify being a 37-year-old silver medalist fighting Shamil. You get what I'm saying? But now you were being stubborn. You said you beat Canelo. So at age 36, 37, silver medalist, Olympic, I want to see you fight, especially if I know the game plan is if Canelo wins to fight Triple G, you know, build that fight up through their upcoming opponents. You know, that's just, it makes all the sense in the world. So you have Andrade, you have Triple G. You got to listen to the public. You know, I don't think there's anyone out here who would rather see Triple G versus like some guy from some other country that hasn't built a presence or a following, or any, you know, another Gregors Proska type of guy. You know, actually Gregors Proska is from the same place as the Camille guy. You know, I just don't know what that does for the app. Really, I really don't. And then the last thing is this, is Triple G. Well, I'm telling you, when you have these old media talking points, aside from saying you beat Canelo, which doesn't really make sense for a tune-up, just like Tyson Fury saying he beat Wilder easy, 10 rounds to 2, but he's the one taking a tune-up that no one asked for. You know, aside from that, when it comes to Triple G, is like they say he's getting a lot of money from it, and his own team, Abel Sanchez, says it's impossible to get the belts, which I've already broken down how that's not really hard to even. He could be undisputed with 2 fights. Facts. If he beat Andrade and beat the winner of Canelo Jacobs, he's undisputed. You see, that's what I'm saying. Old media, it's like I'm not reinventing the wheel. I'm not creating, you know, situations that aren't readily there. Abel Sanchez said it would be nearly impossible after losing to Canelo at his current age to get all the belts to become undisputed. So that's not even their priority. Abel Sanchez, the interview's on YouTube. They said that the directive is now just to make big events and big fights. So Triple G already doesn't have a stacked resume, you know. His best names he arguably lost to, or did lose to, Canelo and Jacobs. Now Abel is telling the public that that it's too hard to get the belts again, but it's really not. How is it too hard to get the belts? All you have to do is beat Andrade and then beat the winner of Canelo Jacobs, which is already an established fight. Then you will literally have all the belts. So how does that make somebody answer? I'll wait. Andrade beat him, who has the WBO. Canelo's fighting Jacobs for the IBF plus the belts he won from Golovkin. That's all the fucking belts. That's all the belts. So how is it impossible to become undisputed? You only have to go through 2 motherfuckers. And you've already fought Canelo Jacobs. You fought both of them. So really, you only have to go through 1 new opponent. So I don't even understand what Abel was talking about. But even then, he still kind of put pressure on them because he said, we're not worried about belts. He said, we're at a point in the career, we're looking for big fights. We're not after belts. So then why fight Shamil, Camille, if you don't care about belts? No matter how you slice it, don't make sense. Camille, Shamil, their excuse can't be, oh, he's ranked in 2 sanctioning bodies. Why do you care if he's ranked? Bro, there's no way out of this. There's no way out of this. So he can't fight just anybody that no one knows who happens to be ranked top 10 and then say, oh, it's because the guy's ranked in 2 sanctioning bodies like Tyson Fury's team's doing with the Tom Schwartz, because you said your priority wasn't the belts. So why do you care about fighting a ranked guy if you're no longer a champion and your priority is not to get ranking because you don't care about the ranking? Plus, Jermall Charlo's ranked #1 with the WBC, and the WBC told you, hey, fight Charlo and then you'll get Canelo. And, you know, you didn't do that, so you can't revert back to, oh, we're fighting a ranked guy. So it's just, I can't wait to see who Triple G decides. There's no way out of this except for the right way, and that's to fight Andrade, you know? Or at the bare bones minimum, at least somebody, maybe there's a wild card, maybe there's a fight at 68, you know, maybe Matt Korobov, maybe, you know, Sergey Derevyanchenko, something like that. Maybe, but it's, you know, we got to see who he decides to fight. But if Brandon Adams did choose Jermall Charlo, as reported by ESPN, then, you know, I'm very curious to see. Like, if Triple G fights Caleb Smith at 168, that's solid. Gilberto Ramirez, you know, cool. I mean, it doesn't really do much for you at 160, but it's still a good fight, you know. So, again, we'll see who Triple G decides. That's my time. Make sure you smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.